Wilson, by the way, gave us a boost last night before midnight. Decided to just announce that he was going to the Steelers. There's no deal to be done. It's not like they agreed to terms. Russell Wilson's contract is what it is, $1.2 million.
We're going to utilize Najee. We got Pickens. Deontay's potential on his way out. Strengthening up the offensive line. Freiermuth's going to be making plays, even though Russell allegedly doesn't like to throw over the middle to the tight end. But nonetheless, we got a team, don't we? Don't we feel pretty good about where we're at, especially with that defense is always going to be good, don't you think? A little bit of optimism here, Kaboli. Russell Wilson's bringing leadership, championship quality. He's bringing sandwiches, the danger witch, and his nickname is Mr. Unlimited.
Russell Wilson is officially becoming a Pittsburgh Steeler. Now, everyone is kind of in a mixed bag of they love it or they hate it, right? A lot of guys want Kenny Pickett to get in the shop, but to be honest with you guys, this Steelers team is ready to compete, and they're ready to compete right now. Russell Wilson makes this team a contender, right? We talked about it earlier. Their defense is so good, right? And not only did they go out there and add a veteran quarterback, right, at a $1.9 million deal, whatever it is, right, dirt cheap, but they also go out and sign a middle linebacker in Patrick Queen, formerly of the Baltimore Ravens, and absolutely change their entire dynamic of their defense. In this video, we're going to break it all down. We're going to look at the old Pittsburgh Steelers compared to the new Pittsburgh Steelers and why they're just continuing to get better and better and better. And now, this team, in my eyes, is a contender not only to come out of this division, but a contender to win it all this season. Let's break it all down right now.
We got a bag alert via Swagoo. Marcus Spears is reporting that Ravens free agent linebacker Patrick Queen told Swagoo that he plans to sign a 3-year, $41 million contract with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Nice. New quarterback, new linebacker.
Now, the first thing I want to show you guys is, can we take a look at where Pittsburgh ranked last season? They were the 8th best defense, right? And keep in mind, yeah, 8 isn't top 5, but keep this in mind. Their offense, look at how bad these numbers are. And I'm telling you right now, with Russell Wilson, these numbers will go up, which allows the defense to, one, get more time on the sideline, stay rested, but also be able to get more stops and get more out of it on the offensive side of the ball, right? So right away, I look at Russell Wilson coming over here to Pittsburgh, and I see the offense going up, but even him is going to elevate. Having Russell Wilson is going to elevate the defense as well, right? Now, let's look at the one area of concern for the Steelers defensively last season. They ranked number 22 in yards allowed per rush and number 21 in rush yards allowed per game. Patrick Queen, watch this. Now, before we jump back into the video, do me a huge favor, guys. Hit the like button just so we can get the video out to more Steelers fans around the world. But also subscribe to the channel if you're new. It is free, doesn't cost anything, and I got you guys covered with everything Pittsburgh Steelers from here on out. Join the family, and I'll see you, or let's get right into the... Patrick Queen is the ultimate reliable tackler. Now look at his numbers over the past 4 seasons. I mean, the man is averaging over 100 tackles per season, coming off one of his best ones, 133 solo, or 133 total, 84 solo, 3.5 sacks, 1 forced fumble, 1 fumble recovery, and an interception as well. Not only was he one of the highest ranked linebackers in terms of getting to the quarterback at a fast rate, but he's also a guy who can stop the run. He can defend, passes, right? He can drop back into coverage. The man can do everything. And coming from the Baltimore Ravens especially makes this so much even more sweeter for the Pittsburgh Steelers, right? And there was a game, and I'll show you guys the quote here in just 1 second. Actually, I'll show it to you right now.
Anytime you join this organization and they talk about this game, it's the game that defines you and makes you a Raven. And when I was on their sideline my rookie year, Mike Tomlin was looking at me, yelling at me, "You're not a Raven. You're not a Raven. You're not supposed to be there. You're not one of them." So every time I play them, it's something personal.
Ever since Patrick Queen was drafted to the Baltimore Ravens, Mike Tomlin had this vision. I want Patrick Queen on my team. Now, you heard the quote. Maybe I'm over-speculating here. Maybe that wasn't the actual thing he was trying to say. Maybe Mike Tomlin was just like, I don't like that you're on Baltimore. But with that being said, you can determine what he meant by yourself. But the way I take it is Mike Tomlin sat there and said, listen, that's a guy I want on my football team. Yeah, he's on the Baltimore Ravens now, but that doesn't mean he'll be on the Baltimore Ravens forever. And now you're looking at a defense with not only TJ Watt, but Patrick Queen, Cole Holcomb, and Alex Smith as your 4 linebackers, with Nick Herbig off the bench and Elandon Roberts. This linebacker core is deep, hungry, and they know how to win football games. And then you look at your front 3, Cameron Hayward, Keanu Benton, and Larry Ogunjobi. This is going to be insane. Okay, so we talked about the Steelers having one of the best defenses in football already. They just got better. And let's not even mention the fact that they are bringing back Corey Trice, who, had an injury last year. He's going to be back healthy. You have Joey Porter getting better. Minkah Fitzpatrick and Jamonte Casey. Those guys are solid. They do need to, make some more moves in the secondary, but this defense might be one of the best in football next season. The offense is only getting better. We're hearing rumors that they might go out and trade a couple of guys, and let's talk about that actually. Let's talk about the offensive side of the ball, because the defense, there's not much to say. This defense with Patrick Queen is going to be lights out. Now, I do apologize for anybody who loves Kenny Pickett, but he just wasn't the answer, or he wasn't ready just yet. Now, when we take a look again at the Steelers rankings, we saw that it was terrible, right? Passing the ball wise, 25th in pass yards per game, 23 in yards per pass, 21 in completion percentage, number 12 in sack. I mean, there was guys saying Mason Rudolph should be the starter next season. And if that's even a debate, go get Russell Wilson. They did it. They did exactly that. Not only did they bring in Russell Wilson, but they also sign or hire Aurther Smith, a guy who can really get the running game going. Now, when you look at the Steelers depth chart, Najee, Jaylen Warren are going to have insane seasons. We know how good of running backs they are and how good they can be. Aurther Smith is going to take that to another level. Last season, the Steelers ranked number 16 in yards per rush. I expect that number to go up. They also ranked number 11 in rush yards per game. I expect that to go up as well. Right? Russell Wilson does a really good job getting his running backs involved, but also selling the play action, right? Once you can sell the play action, you can beat guys deep, which is going to allow Calvin Austin, I think a guy who can really break out next season, to burn defenses, right? Also, George Pickens, you have your 50-50 guy. Now, will they trade Deontay Johnson? I'm not sure, but the Steelers are headed in the right direction. Now, Kenny Pickett, what does this mean for him? Maybe he'll never be a Pittsburgh Steeler again. Maybe he will leave the team. Maybe he'll request a trade. Who knows? At the end of the day, if you're Kenny Pickett, you battle it out in camp, right? You fight for your right to be here. And then from there, if Russell Wilson has a bad first 8 weeks, you take over again and get another shot. Or you can, have a big ego and say, I don't want to be here anymore because you guys brought in another talent. I don't know what's going to happen, but the Steelers overall have gone better. There is still more moves to make in free agency, in the draft. Comment down below what they should do next in order to make sure this team is the best they can be. But with that being said, subscribe, hit the like button, join the family, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.